Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Co-creation and partnership. In my mind, those are beautiful words. So here we are Monday morning, and we are going to practice a little bit of chair yoga or chair fitness, and then we're going to do a meditation. As you might remember, the physical practice is more or less always the same every Wednesday, and the reason for that is if we do something over and over again, it becomes second nature. It's like brushing your teeth. It's something you don't really think about. And what we do here, you can take with you and practice elsewhere when we're waiting for the bus or in the kitchen or in the office or wherever you are. That's the physical practice. We end this with a meditation, a 15-minute meditation. And for now, I am offering two different kinds of meditations. One is bringing the focus on your breath. So inhale, exhale, and keeping the focus on your breath. What happens in meditation is that we start off focusing on the breath, and then after a while, the mind starts to wander. That's what the mind does, it starts thinking. The next thing that happens is that we become aware of the thoughts. And then all we say is like, I'm thinking. And then I bring my awareness back to my breathing. Focus on the inhale, focus on the exhale. And then I do that for a while until the mind starts to wander and I start to think again. And then that circle, we just repeat that practice over and over. The other form of meditation that we are practicing in this group is the Satanama. When my mind is very busy, I find it's hard to focus on the breath. I need something more, like Satanama. And you can combine these two techniques. Satanama, it stands for birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Last week we talked about, so Satanama is Sanskrit. I do not speak or understand Sanskrit, and it's a language that is thousands of years old. To my understanding, it's the vibration that helps. One question last week was, can I think life or birth, life, death, rebirth instead? And the answer to that is, I don't really know, but why not? Everything changes. The world looks different today than thousands of years ago. And if Satanama means nothing to you, but birth, life, death, rebirth does, I would suggest try it and see where it takes you. Another part we do here on Wednesday is Pema Chodron. So Pema Chodron is an American Buddhist nun. And so I picked something from one of her books. This is a little pocket book. And I read it as some kind of guidance or help for the day. So I'm going to read that one now. This is number 38. And the title is No Happy Ending, which is kind of funny. In one of the first teachings I ever heard, the teacher said, I don't know why you came here, but I want to tell you right now that the basis of this whole teaching is that you're never going to get it all together. I felt a little like he had just slapped me in the face or thrown cold water over my head. but I've always remembered it. There isn't going to be some precious future time when all the loose ends will be tied up. Even though it was shocking to me, it rang true. One of the things that keeps us unhappy is this continual searching for pleasure or security. Searching for a little more comfortable situation, either at the domestic level or at the spiritual level or at the level of mental peace. So one of the things I'm hearing in this reading is, one of the things that keeps us unhappy is the continual searching for pleasure or security. If I can just enjoy the present moment and be grateful for what is, that might be more helpful. Okay, so let's start the physical practice. So I have created a little space here in my corner of my living room where I teach and practice. And that helps me to practice a little bit more open. So taking your seat, finding a chair that works for you. Keeping the feet hip distance apart. If you want, you can place your hands on your knees, and then maybe lift the shoulders a few times, sitting up tall, tall, tall. And then if you want, you can bring your awareness to your breathing. Just notice the inhale, notice the exhale. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, you could, if you wanted to, bring your awareness to your feet. Maybe lift the heels, lift the toes, spread the toes as much as possible. Reminding yourself of the connection to earth. And then coming back to neutral. Finding your sitting bones. Notice the two sitting bones that are connecting to the chair to the floor to the building to the foundation, to earth, and to the other side of earth, and all the people that are on the other side of this planet, maybe having a completely different perspective on things than you do. If you want to, you can shift your weight from sitting bone to sitting bone. And then come back to neutral. And this time, if you want to, you can bring your awareness up to the crown of your head, the top of your head, crown of your head. The neck is tall, the shoulders are wide. The chin is slightly tucked. And then if you want to, you can go in between these 3 points: feet, sitting bones, crown of your head. Feet, sitting bones, crown of your head. And then if you'd like, you can place the hands on your knees and then start the cat-cow movement. Warming up, opening up the spine. Inhale into a back bend, exhale and round. Inhale into back bend, exhale and round. And keep on doing this, and just notice how the vertebrae are moving. They're all together in that spine, but they are separately together, working in partnership with each other and co-creating a spine. And then coming back to neutral, place the arms in cactus, and then gently twist from side to side, waking up the body and the spine in a different way. And from here, if you want to, you can start swimming, reaching the hands forward and swim. And then maybe imagine, what kind of water are you in? What kind of water do you like to swim in? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it fresh? Is it salty? And then come back to neutral. This time, look at your thumb. Look at your right thumb. Imagine, you can pick a color. Imagine a color that you like, and then draw a big circle. Draw a big circle. Look at that thumb. Look at the thumb. And draw big circles with that crayon on your thumb. And one more. And then back to neutral. Pick up another crayon in your left thumb and look at that nail, and then draw big circles on the other side. And then back to neutral. Now, this time, let's open and close the hands. So open and close the fingers, like blinking stars, blinking, bubbling stars. Bring them all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe reach and grab, reach and grab. So what are the stars? What do the stars look like that you like? Maybe clasp the hands and turn the arms or turn the hands over. Straighten those elbows to if you can. And then release the arms out in airplane, reaching the fingertips away from each other. Then turn the palms up. Inhale and turn them up. Exhale and turn the palms back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next time that you that you roll the arms forward. Now bring the arms behind you and hold on to opposite elbows, and then stay there. Stay here. You can close your eyes and find the tightness in your body. And then breathe into that tightness. You could, if you wanted to, you could imagine your breath as healing water, rinsing, cleaning, healing. And then release the right arm, shake it out a little bit, bring it all the way up, and then scratch yourself in between the shoulder blades. If you want to, you can walk your fingers up towards each other and maybe take that bind. And then release the arms, shake it out. Blinking stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Release the arms down, reach the fingertips away from each other. Inhale, palms up. Exhale down. Inhale, palms up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, palms up. Exhale down and bring the elbows or the arms behind your back, holding on to opposite elbows. And then release the left arm and bring it all the way up and scratch yourself in between the shoulder blades. And then stay there. And then release the arms. Bring your arms back to, shake it out a little bit. And then bring your hands back to your knees. Bring your awareness to your sitting bones. And then transfer your weight again from sitting bone to sitting bone. If you'd like, you can start making circles. Maybe place your hands on your navel and notice how your navel is moving in a circle. You can go one way. And then you can go the other way. Creating circles with your belly or navel. Or maybe you want to go moving a diagonal way. And then back to neutral. This time, place your feet in Tadasana please. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then lift that right knee up and make big circles with that knee. One way and then the other way. And then step it out wide. Step it out wide. Elbows on knees, fingertips together. And then stay here. Lengthen the spine. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can place the fingertips on the floor and then walk your fingers forward. Inhale and come back up. Now, take that right foot and place it on the left knee for a figure four or seated pigeon. You can use your fingers and place the fingers in between the toes to open up the toes. And then flex and point that foot. Flex and point the foot. If you'd like, you can use that right elbow and gently guide the right knee out. And then maybe lean forward or shift your weight from side to side. Add some movement to this if this is helpful to you. And then release back to Tadasana feet. Lift the left knee up, making big circles, one way and then the other way. And then stepping that foot out wide, elbows to knees. Fingertips are touching, lengthen the spine. And then bring the fingertips down towards earth. Walk the hands forward. Inhale and come back up. And then place the left foot on the right knee. Left foot on right knee. Use your fingers, place the fingers in between the toes to open up the toes. And then point and flex. Point and flex that foot. Left elbow can gently guide the left knee out wide. And if you want to, you can lean forward, maybe add some movement side to side, finding a way that helps you. And then release, bring the feet back to the floor. And then we're going to do build some strength in the legs by going up and down from using the chair. So sitting all the way back, bring the heels closer to the chair, spread the toes, and then I'm going to transfer the weight forward and up to standing, and then go back down again. So just checking that the chair is stable, and then go up and down a few times. Up and down. And then I can go down and then come up and then go down and just barely touch the chair. Then stay there, stay there, stay there. Maybe place the hands together. You can shift the weight from foot to foot, maybe even lift one foot. Maybe go up and down, building strength in those legs. And when you get tired, stay a little bit longer. Maybe you even want to jump, pointing the toes. And then maybe go down and rest for a moment. And then try it again. Go up and down. And this exercise could be done, just going up and down a few times. If you're sitting at your office, it's going to make a difference. These small, like 1 minute practices. Like picking one little thing that I can incorporate in the rest of my day. And then eventually coming all the way up and then stay up. All right. Now let the arms go wide. Let the arms just swing from side to side. And then maybe bend the knees. Bend the knees and let the arms go from side to side. Maybe you want to look behind you. Or maybe you want to go off the chair and swirl around, just letting the arms go. Maybe they're going from side to side. Just let the arms go. And then coming back to the chair, arms in cactus, and then go swimming. Go swimming. Reaching the hands forward, swimming. And then release, look at the thumb, make those big circles, big circles. Maybe you could, if you want to, you can imagine that thumb like a crayon, and what color would you pick? What color would you pick? And then release, shake it out, use the other thumb, look at the thumb, pick a color and draw a big circle. big circle. And then release, and then blink some blinking stars. Open and close the fingers. Open and close, open and close. Bring them all the way up. Reach, reach. Look for that star that you really like. What does that star look like? Reach and bring it down to you. Eventually, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. And then lean from side to side, side to side. And then release, arms in cactus, and then lift the knee to elbow, lifting the knee to elbow. You could do right knee to right elbow, or if you want to, you can cross the midline and do left to right and right to left. And then release. This time, spread the fingers and imagine that you have something heavy that you're going to push away, push away, push away, push away. And then hold it there, hold it away from you. And then lift the knee and kick it away. Lift the knee and kick it away. Could be an old habit that you no longer need. Maybe you need to kick to the sides a little bit. Release, and then place the hands on your hips, and then kick yourself in the butt. Give yourself a kick in the butt. Maybe you want to create a new pattern or a new habit that is more helpful. What would that be? And then come to stillness, hands still on hips, and then lift the foot right out. Lift the foot right out, up to the side, working with the outer hips. If you want to, you can even balance on one leg and lift one foot up. And then release. Okay, let's do 3 sun salutations. Starting with your feet hip distance apart. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 1. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, and then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. And release. Okay. Now, let's inhale and coming into chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the left leg, the right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, and find warrior two. Fingertips are reaching away from each other. Flip the front hand and reverse the warrior. And then from here, come forward, elbow to knee, and create a long line from the back foot to the top of your fingertips. Come back to warrior two. Now imagine that you have 5 colors on your fingers, and then draw that big circle, a big circle. Back to warrior two, hands on hips, straighten that front leg, and let the arms slide down the front leg for Trikonasana. Now, rebend the front knee, hold on to the chair and drag that back foot up with you, and then lift it, dip the toe in the water, lift it, dip it in the water. And then bring the feet back together, bend your knees and come back up to standing. Let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to your right leg, the left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves, finding warrior two, reaching the fingertips away from each other. Flip the front hand, reverse. And then right elbow to right knee. Create a long line from the back foot to the top hand. Coming back to warrior two, imagine 5 crayons on those fingertips and then draw that big circle. Back to warrior two, hands on hips, straighten the front knee, let the front hand slide down the front leg for Trikonasana. Rebend the front knee, hold on to the chair, and then drag and lift the back foot up. Dip the toe in the water, lift it up, dip the toe in the water, lift it up. And then bring the feet back together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Now let's try tree posture, balancing posture. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Maybe you have your hands on your hips or maybe you keep the arms in airplane. That's your choice. Now transfer the weight to your left foot, bring the right heel up. Maybe this is your tree. Maybe you turn that right knee out a little bit. Maybe you can lift the toes off the floor for a moment. Or maybe you can balance here. Checking in with your breathing. And then come up with your version of tree posture. practicing balance. And eventually finding your way back to earth with both feet on the earth, and then try the other side. Shift the weight to your right leg, left heel comes off the floor. Turn that knee out. Maybe lift the toes off the floor. If that's easy for you, play with tree posture. Maybe you want to make a traditional tree, or maybe you want to make a completely different tree. What does your tree look like? And then finding your way back to Tadasana, mountain posture. Okay, let's do some more blinking stars. Blinking stars, open and close the hands, open and close the hands. All the way up, clasp the hands, turn the hands around, and straighten the elbows. Breathe. Maybe here you want to make some circles with your hips and navel. You can go one way and then the other way. And then release, bring your arms in cactus. And this time, bring the knee in front of you and open up wide. In front and open up wide. In front and open up wide. And you can walk around when you do this. Maybe leave the mat and walk around a little bit. And then release, hands on your hips, and then kick yourself in the butt and waking up the hamstrings. Kick yourself in the butt. Maybe you like to place the hands in front of you and press your palms hard together or firmly together. And then release. Now we're going to go down to the floor and then come back up. We're going to practice falling and getting back up. So I'm going to place the hands on the chair, step my feet back, and then release the knees down to the chair. To the floor. If you want to, you can come all the way down to the floor and lay on your side on the floor. From here, I use my hands. I push into the floor. I place the hands on the sturdy, stable chair. And then I get my forearms here. Holding on, you can clasp your hands if you want to. And then you stay. Stay here for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. And then tuck the toes. Tuck the toes. From here, engage the core, lean heavily into the forearms and lift the knees off the floor. If you want to, you can stay here and build some strength, going up and down a few times. And then eventually coming all the way up, walk your hands towards the chair and then stay there. Maybe the armpits are moving towards the feet. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, bend the knees, hands on the chair, and then slowly come back up to standing. Okay, let's get ready for the seated meditation. And just like C said, we're gonna meditate for 15 up to 15 minutes. That's a pretty long time. So I want to be comfortable. It might mean that you use a pillow behind your back. That could be helpful. Finding a way that works for you. So, what does a meditation practice look like? I take my seat, I check in with the floor, lift my heels and my toes, hands on knees, shoulders are wide, neck is long. Your eyes can be open or closed, like either soft gaze or closed. And then bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And then after a while, what's going to happen is that you're going to forget about the breathing and your mind is going to start creating stories. That's what the mind does. So maybe you start thinking about the weather. I wonder what I'm going to put on later on when I'm going to go for a walk. It looks windy? Is it cold? Is it warm? And then after a while, you're going to become aware of your stories or the thinking. And then you just say, I'm thinking. And then you bring your awareness back to the breathing. Inhale, exhale. And then you do that for a while. And then you start creating a new story. I wonder what I'm going to have for lunch today. Should I eat at home? Do I have anything in the fridge? Do I need to go to the grocery store? And then we just keep on practicing. If the mind is very busy, it might be helpful to use a different kind of mantra. And what I'm suggesting is the sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And I can say it out loud, I can whisper it, I can say it in my mind, and I can combine these two techniques. Sa, ta, na, ma. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. It's a circle. It's a circle. And if I'm sitting and I find it very hard, it's absolutely okay to get up, walk around a little bit, and then come back up. Maybe you meditate for 3-4 minutes and then you get up, walk around, and then you come back down and try for another 3-4 minutes. That means you're going to do like maybe three shorter meditation within these 15 minutes. That is perfectly fine. And at the end of the meditation, I will do this. So you will hear that's the end of the meditation. Okay, so let's do this. Take your seat, sit up tall, lift the heels and the toes, check in with earth, hands on your knees, check in with the sitting bones. The core is in and up, in and up. Spine is long, neck is long, crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Eyes are closed or a soft gaze. And then bring your awareness to your breathing. And now I'm going to be quiet and you get to practice on your own. Bring awareness to your hands. Wiggle the fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle the toes. Gently rock the head from side to side, the slow awakening. If you'd like, you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. And gently open the eyes, look at the floor in front of you. Raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.